Coming to you from Harlingen, and this time we've got Rio Hondo taking on the Lyford Bulldogs, and Rio Hondo has the ball to start this first possession of the first half, and they will be taking up game two here of our coverage here on a Tuesday night. Pass play left-hand side, that's completed to Frankie Hernandez, and that will move the chains for Rio Hondo. Earlier we had San Benito in an easy victory over Raymondville. The game we missed was Harlingen. They won on a last-second come-from-behind kind of win, but we'll get them next week against San Benito, my friends, and we'll see what matches up there. Those guys like each other. Rio Hondo gets a 3 and out, and so the Lyford Bulldogs offense will take over. 7-on-7 coverage coming your way. This is the Harlingen Leagues. They'll play these leagues for a few weeks, and then they'll wrap it up with a tournament at the conclusion. Lyford will be directed by Abel Gonzalez, the quarterback. As Gonzalez brings his team up, we'll take a look at what this Lyford team has to bring. On this first possession, looking to throw for a crossing pattern over the middle, and that's caught for the Bulldogs. That should be enough for a first down. Andrew Reyna on the catch for the Lyford Bulldogs. Sets up a first down. Next week, Harlingen takes on San Benito. We'll have that game for you. That's an 8 o'clock game. This wraps up our coverage here of this week one. On this one, Gonzalez, again, the quarterback for the Lyford Bulldogs. Looks to throw. The lefty slings it left-hand side. It's caught over on the right-hand side, that is, for a completion. You can get first downs in this league. You can move the chains. You can get into that inside the 10-yard line, and you've got 4 downs to go for it. Otherwise, you have to get it in 3 downs as there are no special teams. Gonzalez ready to go on this next play. For the Lyford Bulldogs, we're scoreless, just underway here in the first half. After the Lyford defense got the job done on a stop. Another completed pass as Gonzalez continues to blanket that right side with completions, moving the ball downfield. Third down coming up for Lyford. They need about 4 yards to get a first down and keep this drive going. Gonzalez over the middle, diving attempt, incompleted pass. Sliding in there was Caleb Klosterman. And that was second down, so there'll be a third down play coming up. Klosterman almost with a highlight catch right there. Gonzalez, the quarterback. Yeah, we changed the camera angle. It's a much better view, my friends. If Emilio can figure out the zoom, and he's working on that on the fly. Out of a shotgun formation, which is traditional set for 7-on-7. There is no rushing. There is no rushing the quarterback. He's got to deliver it in 4 seconds, and he does, but it's incomplete. Intended there for Daryl Mendoza. And a turnover on downs gives the ball back to Rio Hondo. They've been stopped once. Their offense back on the field. They can score some points, my friends. We've seen them already. This is RioSportsLive.com. Rio Hondo Bobcats with the offense on the field. Frank Hernandez reels that catch in from Josiah Ortega. And so let's see what Rio Hondo has to bring to the table on this drive. They were stopped on their first possession. 20-minute halves, 10-minute halftime break. There is no score clock, my friends. We'll do our best to keep a running clock and get you within a few seconds of being right. There's another completed pass, this time to the right-hand side, and this time it's Christopher Garza for the Bobcats of Rio Hondo on the catch. So Ortega mixing it up between the receivers, moving the ball downfield. Bobcats can still get another first down before getting into the end zone. So a short completed pass here would benefit them if needed. Nice leaping catch is made for a first down by Matthew Sanchez. Or check that, that's Frankie Hernandez. For a 1st and goal for the Rio Hondo Bobcats. Next week again on this field, it'll be San Benito taking on Harlingen, my friends. Mark that one down. That'll be a good matchup. That'll be over on Field B, which we were walking the facility here, figuring that out. Bobcats on the scoreboard with a touchdown pass across Gonzalez. Josiah Ortega to cross Gonzalez. It's 6-0 Rio Hondo. That's your first score of the game. Extra point coming up for the Bobcats of Rio Hondo. They'll go for a 1-point conversion. Looking right side the entire way. That's off the fingertips of Garza. Incomplete. 6-0 Bobcats lead. Back after this on RioSportsLive.com.
Fans, if you're looking for that special something that has anything to do with your favorite teams, then Sports Fans on 111 East Jackson in Harlingen is the stop to make. Fully licensed pro and college team collectibles and an assortment that grows each and every day. Check out the Facebook updates at Sports Fans. Open Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 6, and Saturdays, 10 to 5 at 111 East Jackson, or call ahead at 956-425-7600. It's Sports Fans when you shop downtown Harlingen.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com, and the Lyford Bulldogs have the football after the Bobcats of Rio Hondo put points on the board, and now the Lyford offense trying to respond. Abel Gonzalez, the quarterback, completed a couple of passes on their first possession. Now back running the show on this second possession of the first half. A completed pass over the middle. Catch made there by Tristan Rocha. We may see Rocha at quarterback a couple of times for Lyford. If not tonight, sometime during this play, during this league. Gonzalez in at quarterback. Drops back to throw again. Looking, deep ball, right-hand side. That's going to be into and out of the hands of Klosterman. And so a quick 3 and out for the Lyford Bulldogs. And here comes the Rio Hondo offense back on the field. Klosterman normally is going to reel in that kind of a catch. First down, Rio Hondo. Again, we saw them last week in a tune-up over in Mercedes. They look pretty sharp. Ortega, the quarterback, looking right-hand side, got a man open. That's a catch. Now yards after the catch as Christopher Garza makes a move and gets a couple extra yards. Sets up another first down for the Bobcats of Rio Hondo. Josiah Ortega, the quarterback. Looks over the middle of the field, got a man. Nice settling route by Frank Hernandez. Ran to a spot, settled in, waited for the pass, delivered on the money by Ortega. Another first down for this quick strike offense of the Rio Hondo Bobcats. They'll be in action in Mission this weekend, trying to qualify for the state tournament. Ortega looks, middle of the field, incomplete. Leading across was Cross Gonzalez, who scored their first touchdown. Just a little out of his reach, brings up second down for the Bobcats of Rio Hondo. 20-minute half, 10-minute halftime, and then a 20-minute second half here in this play. Ortega takes a look at the defense, tries to place his receivers in the spot where they can start these routes. Nice completion to Garza. That'll be enough for a 1st and goal for the Bobcats of Rio Hondo. They were stopped on their first drive, scored on their second possession, and now in 1st and goal have a chance here to tack on some more points. Ortega looking, end zone, incomplete. In the direction of Danny Vasquez, incomplete pass. And I just applaud the Harlingen League and the officials. Lupe was working with me, getting in here early to set up. He didn't have to do that. And then the fact they gave these kids shirts with numbers makes it so much easier on announcing these games. Josiah Ortega looking to throw to the right-hand side. Got a man in the end zone, incomplete. Knocked away defensively by Andrew Reyna of the Lyford Bulldogs. And so the Bobcats of Rio Hondo will have to try it again. Josiah Ortega sets him down again. Gets the snap, looks, has a man, corner of the end zone, touchdown Bobcats. Hernandez beat his man. He turned around Joaquin Gonzalez and gets in the end zone to make it a 12-0 game. After getting stopped their first time, the Bobcats have scored on consecutive possessions. Now looking for the extra point here against the Lyford Bulldogs. Ortega looking right side, fires it, and a diving attempt is incomplete. Bobcats on top. Back after this on RioSportsLive.com.
Lombardi Tire Shop. Tenemos llantas nuevas y usadas de todas las medidas, socateras y de todo terreno, balanceo y válvulas nuevas, y no les cobramos por las llantas que nos dejen. Los esperamos en la 300 Carretera Militar.
Time to worry. We'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Back here, back on 7-on-7 coverage. Lyford Bulldogs with their hands on the football. Now trailing by 12-0. They got to get this offense on track. Gonzalez looks to throw the ball and fires it over the middle, incomplete. Good coverage defensively by Adrian Torres. Second down coming up for the Bulldogs of Lyford. They had a smaller squad out here compared to some of these rosters that I've seen. Nonetheless, the Bulldogs, plenty of capable hands out there trying to get the experience. In some cases, playing at the varsity level for a first time. Gonzalez looking again. This time looks for it all down the middle of the field, and it's going to be picked off by the Bobcats. Running back with the ball on the interception, Tristan Rocha. Rocha gets to the right-hand side. He gets touched, and so he will not get in the end zone. And there's a penalty on the play back at the point of the reception. And the official will sort that out. Looks like it'll stand. They'll give the ball to the Rio Hondo Bobcats. It does. The interception stands. Bobcats take over. Back after this on Real Sports.
Time to worry. We'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Rio Hondo on first down. The Bobcats with a completion right over the middle. Receiver Cross Gonzalez, who has a touchdown already tonight, makes that catch, made it look easy. And so the Bobcats offense right back to work. They were stopped on their first possession, scored on their next two. And now operating with a 12-0 lead. Looking this time over the middle, end zone time, leaping catch, incomplete. Off the hands of intended receiver Danny Vasquez. Fans watching on the social media, be sure you share the link, follow the page for sure. Let other fans know what's going on. As far as broadcasts on Rio Sports, tomorrow, good chance we'll be indoors covering some basketball, as the summer basketball leagues are also tipping off. Another play for the Bulldogs, and that one's picked off. Another interception for the Rio Hondo defense. Frank Hernandez takes this one downfield and scores 6 points for the Bobcats. A pick six for Rio Hondo. Extra point coming up. Fans in between games, we were talking to the coordinators here of this league, asking us about how many fields could we cover. I talked about it during the broadcast. I've got three sets of equipment could easily be at 3 fields tonight, covering, in essence, every game, every team. But I'm looking for some additional advertisers that can I pay guys. Not everybody comes out here and does this, as yours truly. In this case, Emilio doing some intern work. Otherwise, it would be my wife out here doing this. So as I get the advertisers locked in, Extra Point is up and that's no good. So Rio Hondo will take over after this on Real Sports Live.
Shopping for furniture, appliances, or building supplies? Habitat for Humanity Restore has it all at discounted prices. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
Back here in Harlingen, Rio Hondo's offense back on the field. Another completed pass to Frank Hernandez. Closing seconds here of the first half, which right now has been all Rio Hondo. Bobcats were held in check on their first drive, and after that, put points on the board. We're covering the 7 and 8 o'clock games here, varsity level. There is a 9 o'clock game on this field. We won't be covering the JV games here during this league, at least not out of the gate. The question is, how fast can we set up next week when we've got a game on the far side of this field, which is field B, and this one, which is field A, for game. We'll be on field A for game 1 and field B for game 2, which features Harlingen and San Benito. Rio Hondo Bobcats looking for more points here in the first half. Looking for it on this play, incomplete. Overthrown ball. The guy with the best chance to catch that was Reddy Rodriguez for the Lyford Bulldogs. Couple of minutes left, says the officials, here in the first half. Our coverage here tonight coming your way to start off the leagues here in Harlingen. We'll be back with more coverage throughout this league, all the way up until the tournament, which eventually decides a champion. Bobcats of Rio Hondo. Nice pass, catch, touchdown, Bobcats. Run after the catch by Danny Vasquez. He's in the end zone for the score. Bobcats go up 24-0. Extra point coming up. Again, we were talking with some officials who were asking, they had fans even asking in between games, hey, how do you get selected which game you're covering? In this case, we picked out field A. Opportunity knocked with a power outlet. Extra point is good for the Bobcats of Rio Hondo. They go up 25-0. So we picked field A for the 2 games tonight. In no way, shape, or form trying to decide, well, we'll just cover the, quote, best game. I wanted to give coverage across the board for some of these players. Raymondville, Lyford, Rio Hondo, San Benito tonight. Next week, we'll split it up. We'll have some additional coverage. I know the 8 o'clock game next week, you can already mark it down, Harlingen versus San Benito. We'll cover that one. That's on field B on this field here in Harlingen. Lyford now with the ball. Need to get something going on this offense. Looking for a big pass down the middle. That's incomplete. In the direction that time of Joaquin Gonzalez. Couldn't reel that in traffic, and it brings up second down. If I would have covered games on field A and B, I'd have had fans asking why I didn't cover field C. If I'd have covered field C, somebody else would have been saying, why not? I'll just make it easy. Send me some messages on some advertisers that'll help us get this funded in the right way in a hurry as Klosterman reels in that catch. And I'll put 3 crews on the field next week, and we'll cover every game here in this league. fund it even further, which we're getting there, I'll be in McAllen for the league on Mondays. We'll cover those teams. Bulldogs looking for something to close out the first half. That's incomplete. And a triple coverage over there as Caleb Klosterman was the intended receiver. And that turnover on downs gives the ball back to Rio Hondo. Now, can their offense get on the field, put something together on the fly, and put points on the board to close out this first half? Already an impressive first half for Rio Hondo. San Benito earlier won in convincing fashion over Raymondville. That'll take us to the halftime break with the score 25-0, Rio Hondo on top. We'll be back. This is RioSportsLive.com.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with a taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop Downtown Harlingen today.
Guard the inbound play. A lob for Perez. That's my play. Off the backboard, counting, and a win! And a win! Ryan Perez wins the game for the Santa Rosa Warriors, and they go nuts. And why not? Perez finishes the game with 23 points. Wow. It's a buzzer beater with a half a second to go. The shot counts. The Warriors win, and they're making it to the regional finals.
Wow.
Fans, it's Joe Bowling here with Rio Sports Live. Want to make sure you catch all the games right here on Rio Sports, and we're broadcasting on several platforms, on Facebook Live, on YouTube Live, on Roku Television, on Apple TV, and on the website, RioSportsLive.com. It's all the sporting action you can ever want, and it's right here on Rio Sports.
Anything to do with your favorite teams, then Sports Fans on 111 East Jackson in Harlingen is the stop to make. Fully licensed pro and college team collectibles and an assortment that grows each and every day.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Xavier. This is Sarge, and we're the owners of King Cuts Barbershop, and this is the King Cuts crew. Welcome to King Cuts.
We specialize in all kinds of men's cuts and hair designs. Keep yourself groomed. We'll take care of the rest. King Cuts, where fresh cuts are served daily.
Business owners, get your message out, whether it's on the platforms of Valley TV and Rio Sports Live combined. That means you get exposure 24 hours a day throughout the year and during live broadcasts at an affordable price just for you. You can't do better than this. We've got great numbers. They're growing every day across the Rio Grande Valley, into Corpus Christi, into Laredo, into South San Antonio. Your business, not as a sponsor, but as an advertiser, getting direct results. Again, it's Rio Sports Live and Valley TV, a great team bringing you great coverage. Back here on RioSportsLive.com. Thanks again for joining us. We are at halftime. Raymondville lost to San Benito earlier. In this one, Lyford on the trailing side of a 25-0 score to Rio Hondo. Lyford will have the ball when we start the second half. Back after this on RioSportsLive.com. Back here, thanks again for joining us. Yeah, sponsors can be part of RioSportsLive.com. I had the numbers with me earlier. I was passing out, sharing with some people. In May alone, my friends, 329,000 minutes viewed on Facebook, 312,000 minutes viewed on YouTube. That's minutes viewed analytics straight from YouTube and from Facebook. So that's well over 500,000 minutes viewed in a month. The past month on Rio Sports. That's not shabby. Pass play for the Lyford Bulldogs as we start the second half, and that's a completed pass. Catching that one was Andrew Reyna. Quarterback remains Abel Gonzalez. Abel started this game for Lyford. Had some completed passes, just couldn't get anything in the end zone. Looks this time, hesitates. That's a 4-second count. And in 7-on-7, that's all you get. 4 seconds, deliver the pass, or the play's dead. Now at the 7-on-7 level, at the state level, when they go to College Station, they'll let the play go, and it breaks a lot of hearts because a quarterback thinks he's got the pass away, and then they'll call it back. Here in this league, they stop play as soon as it hits the 4-second mark. So another try here for the Lyford Bulldogs. Gonzalez fires it over the middle off the hands of Klosterman. And that'll be a 3-and-out for Lyford. And Rio Hondo will take over. Billy Watson's been snapping some pictures. He was indoors taking some basketball. I should have bet Kevin Naro a nickel because I told him basketball started tonight. He said it starts tomorrow. And I said, no, it's tonight. Billy would have called me saying, hey, where are they at? And because he didn't, I knew he was snapping some shots. Now he's here taking some pictures of football. Somebody's asking me already, hey, where are the pictures from the 7-on-7 last week? There's a pass completed for the Rio Hondo Bobcats. They go right back to work where they left off in the first half. We didn't take that many, for one, because we were doing some testing with video. We'll have some pictures posted sometime. It's a bonus, my friends. You got to thank Billy Watson for helping me do it. Pass play for the Bobcats again over the middle. Sliding attempt, incompleted pass. Looking there for Isaac Rodriguez. Couldn't hang on. So now the Lyford Bulldog defense can get a stop here if they can prevent yardage gained by the Bobcats on this play. Ortega fires it, man, wide open in the middle of the field. That's good enough for a 1st and goal. Christian Garza this time on the catch for the Bobcats of Rio Hondo. Josiah Ortega started quarterback last week, back at the helm now. Now a new quarterback in the game. Pass play in the corner, that's incomplete. Next play for the Bobcats, looking in zone. That's going to be caught just shy of the goal line. Isaac Rodriguez reels it in. Next pass in the corner of the end zone. Touchdown Bobcats as Brandon Vargas elevates and reels it in for the score. First points here the second half. Bobcats now go up 31-0. Extra point coming up. Over the middle, and that's good. Catch made by Jesus Gave. Bobcats rolling. Back after this on Rio Sports.
At the age of 22, I decided that I wanted to join the military. Once that was finished, I wanted to go and, exercise my mind and get an education.
I wanted to do something positive for my children, to provide for them financially, and I wanted to give back to the community.
My parents were here going to school back when I was a kid, so honestly, it was just a natural choice.
I don't have to leave to a bigger university. I can do it here in my hometown at my community college.
Back here in Harlingen, Texas on a Tuesday night. Lyford Bulldogs back with their hands on the football against this Rio Hondo defense, which has been stingy, pitching a shutout throughout the first half and into the second half of play. Completed pass there. Joaquin Gonzalez on the catch for the Bulldogs. directed by Abel Gonzalez at quarterback. Getting the reps in here in day one of the Harlingen 7-on-7 leagues. Gonzalez looking. Gets rid of it, but that's a 4-second count. And so just like that, Lyford will face a third down. Have to get a few yards here to get a first down. Maintain possession, otherwise that Rio Hondo offense is going to get right back on the field. This league resumes play. On Thursday. We'll be back over here with you on that. Watch the website for additional coverage of games coming up, including IWFA. We finally got one of their games scheduled to play, and I think I've actually got the venues scouted out. If it is, it's going to be the Mockingjays, or the Hurricanes, the Rockport Hurricanes taking on the Harlingen Honeys. That's a Saturday night game here on Rio Sports. Follow that up with Texas Valley Sports 8-on-8 full contact men's football on Sunday night when McAllen takes on Palmview. That's two undefeated teams going at it on Sunday night. 7:30 kickoff. Rio Hondo offense back on the field. Another completion to Frank Hernandez. And the Bobcats of Rio Hondo are making it look rather easy. Matthew Trevino was the quarterback on their last possession. Bobcats now moving the ball downfield again. Looking. Another pass completed to Hernandez. Bobcats now electing to go right down the middle of the field on these two completions. First down. They can still get a first down and goal without getting in the end zone for the Bobcats. They'll blow that one dead, 4-second count. So the Bobcats will now face third down, need a first down to keep this drive alive or go to the end zone. Lyford Bulldogs looking for a stop. Their defense got a stop on the first possession of the game. Since then, Lyford has scored every time they've touched the ball. Rio Hondo with the ball. Hitch and go, corner of the end zone, back here with us. That's caught, but out of bounds. There's a scoreboard back there. Nice attempt by Frank Hernandez. Just couldn't reel it in with his feet in bounds. Another play coming up, and that was near a highlight catch by Hernandez, but I was more fearful for his safety than I was anything else. Another play for the Bobcats. This time they'll look over the middle, back of the end zone. Caught, touchdown. Brandon Vargas reels it in. A touchdown score for the Bobcats of Rio Hondo. Josiah Ortega to Vargas for the score. Two-point conversion is good as Frank Hernandez makes the catch. Back after this on RioSportsLive.com.
Southern Beauty Spa and Salon is a perfect stop when looking for a full-service salon. Located in downtown Harlingen at 207 West Jackson Street, Southern Beauty offers full body waxing, spray tans, makeup, massage, and more. Specializing in hair care and offering haircuts, highlights as well. Need nails done? Southern Beauty Spa and Salon is ready for manicures, pedicures, shellac, and solar. A Brazilian blowout certified salon is Southern Beauty Spa and Salon, downtown Harlingen, Texas.
Back here, the Lyford Bulldogs have their hands on the football, but right now it's been all Rio Hondo in this one, my friends. Lyford, though, looking to get something positive put together. Incompleted pass there. Quarterback misread the route of Gonzalez, or Joaquin broke off a route. Either way, an incompleted pass. Rio Hondo scoring at will. Lyford now trying to answer. Nice catch over there on the right-hand side by the Bulldogs of Lyford as they spread the field nicely here. Gonzalez looking right side, overthrows his man, looking for Klosterman over there. In this case, he's looking for Matthew Sanchez on an incompleted pass. Turnover on downs, gives it back to the Rio Hondo Bobcats. Rio Hondo has been in control of this one throughout, my friends. I want to remind you the 7:30 kickoff for the Harlingen Honeys taking on the Rockport Hurricanes in IWFA action on Saturday night, and then Sunday we'll be at the Glazo Sports Park. Full contact men's action. Between here and there, more action. Pass completed by the Bobcats. This time the receiver, Jesus Gave. So the Bobcats offense continues to sizzle. Back in at quarterback is Matthew Trevino. Trevino directed the team to a touchdown the last time he was on the field. Looks to throw here over the middle. Another catch in traffic. A lot of contact there. This is a non-tackle sport, but you can see there is contact at time. That's why at the 7-on-7 level, at the state level, they have a halo-type device that they're going to be using. That catch by Gave. Bobcats looking for more. Incomplete pass off the hands of Troy Macias for the Bobcats. Our thanks again to the Harlingen Parks Department for coming and opening the facility up a little early for us to get set up. This Harlingen Leagues. Corner of the end zone and touchdown Bobcats. Perfectly delivered ball. And Rio Hondo with 6 more points on the board. Makes it a 45-0 game. Extra point coming up for Rio Hondo. So Trevino directs them down for another score. And the extra point is also good as Gave reels it in. Back after this, Rio Hondo in control. This is RealSportsLive.com.
Flowers by Jessie on 208 East Jackson in Harlingen has fresh flowers daily and can range for you for any occasion. Recitals, quinceañeras, bridal showers, sympathy, and fresh flower arrangements. Let Flowers by Jessie handle those special needs or day. Call 956-425-2100. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturdays, 9 to 12. Brighten someone's day with Flowers by Jessie, downtown Harlingen, Texas.
Back here, Lyford Bulldogs have their hands on the football again. A crossing pattern over the middle of the field for Klosterman, an incomplete pass. And so this Lyford timing problem is something that they can work on. This is another reason why a lot of coaches do like 7-on-7. It gives your quarterback and receivers a chance to fully understand capabilities on routes, on how far you can lead a receiver, what a receiver can expect from the delivery of the quarterback. There's a lot of things you can gain out of this from the eyes of some coaches who view 7-on-7. Interception, touchdown for the Bobcats as Sam Viennes with the score. Bobcats put more points on the board. Second pick six of the game for the Bobcats. They'll now set up for the extra point. Fans, again, we're excited about bringing you coverage of additional sports throughout the summer. Freddie will be in town tomorrow discussing some of his options, looking to cover travel baseball teams. You'll hear a lot of familiar names on the teams he's going to be covering. Extra point, that's coming for me. I'll catch that if it comes here. Incomplete, extra point no good, but the pick six stands. Rio Hondo in control. Back after this on Real Sports.
Si te acabas de graduar de la preparatoria o buscas cambiar de carrera, Texas Southmost College es el lugar donde empezar. Con más de 50 certificados y títulos asociados que escoger, TSC tiene la carrera para ti. En TSC puedes conseguir una educación de calidad que está cerca a casa. Obtén un certificado o título asociado y consigue la educación que necesitas para el mercado laboral de hoy y mañana.
¿Te gustaría que requieren tus servicios?
Inscríbete ya. Texas Southmost College en Brownsville.
Lyford Bulldogs offense back on the field and back here at Harlingen covering the 7-on-7 leagues. Thank you for joining us, my friends, here on RioSportsLive.com. Bulldogs still looking for their first points here this game. Abel Gonzalez out of the game. New quarterback in the game for the Lyford Bulldogs. Can't get the pass away. So third down coming up on this possession for Lyford. Two games going on this field. You can see this one here. Beyond us is Harlingen South and their game. Before we're said and done, we'll cover all the teams that are involved in this league at the varsity level. Klosterman at quarterback. Looking, fires a pass. They'll blow that dead for a 4-second count. So the Rio Hondo Bobcats defense gets another stop. Rio Hondo's offense and defense has looked lights out goods here tonight. We saw them last week in Mercedes tuning up for this league. And it's paid dividends here as they look to be operating on all cylinders. Will they qualify this weekend in Mission for the state tournament in College Station? Rio Hondo back on the field. Back at quarterback is Ortega. Josiah looking for it all. Right down the middle of the field, and it's going to be incomplete. We should be nearing the end of this game right now, my friends. Got about 6 minutes to go, as best I can figure. If they went with the exact times that they were saying. That one's caught. Nice adjustment by the receiver for the Bobcats. That's Christian Garza. Garza on the catch. Rio Hondo making this one look easy tonight, my friends. This is Trevino at quarterback. That pass is picked off. Interception by Tristan Rocha. Rocha then gets to the out-of-bounds mark, but the Lyford Bulldog defense makes a big play. Interception gives the ball to their offense. Back after this on Rio Sports.
Looking for a special style and a perfect outfit for any day, any place? Then walk through the doors at Quell Boutique and see a variety that takes you back in time right into the best of today. 112 East Jackson Street is home to a unique store loaded with an assortment of just about anything you can imagine. Clothes, accessories, and service with a smile. Quell Boutique and shop downtown Harlingen.
Klosterman back in at quarterback for the Lyford Bulldogs. Rifles this one, underthrown, incomplete. Brings up a second down. 7-on-7 coverage will take us through the end of June. In July, what's going on in July? Well, we'll have playoff action for the IWFA, playoff action towards the middle to the end of July for the Texas Valley Sports full contact 8-on-8 football. We'll have the Donna Volleyball Leagues at high school level going on. And after meetings over at the practice facility of the Rio Grande Valley Vipers and the Parks and Rec with Edinburgh, it looks like we'll be covering some basketball tournaments throughout the summer on some elite basketball tournaments that are coming into the Vipers practice facility. Excited to talk things over more with Mr. Garza. There's a completed pass for the Bulldogs. Tristan Rocha reels that in. A good crowd on hand for 7-on-7 football here at Harlingen. Fans watching on social media, be sure you share, follow, and like the page. We're getting a lot more subscribers coming in. Many, many more subscribers on YouTube. Appreciate all of you. Klosterman looks to deliver a pass that's underthrown. 4-second call anyway. As again in 7-on-7 football, you have to deliver the pass within 4 seconds. Or in this Harlingen League, play is blown dead. There will be additional games coming here tonight at 9 o'clock. We won't be broadcasting those. We came over here to get 2 games in. Successful here on our first one with San Benito knocking off Raymondville. Klosterman whistled for another 4-second call. So the Rio Hondo secondary gets another stop. And that, my friends, will bring us to the end of the game. Rio Hondo scores early and often. The defense pitches a shutout, and they knock off the Lyford Bulldogs. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. I'll go ahead and wrap it up. We could have post-game and interviews. We'll get to those throughout the league. I didn't want to bug any coaches on day one, although I saw some. There's some high school coaches out here watching this stuff. Some say they're not interested, yet they're here watching, taking a peek at their players. They just can't get away from it. I didn't interview them. We'll get some of them throughout the summer. Hope you enjoyed this broadcast. I'm Joe Bowling for RioSportsLive.com. Watch the archives. You can go back and watch them, available immediately. And if you're across the valley, on Valley TV, which is televisions located in many of the restaurants from Brownsville to South Padre Island, all the way to Mission. Take a peek. You're going to see more and more highlights popping up on Valley TV. Advertisers, that's a note to you. We got opportunities that involve now both Rio Sports Live and Valley TV. Till next time from Harlingen, I'm Joe Bowling. Good night, everybody.